Now, so I'm so delighted to be joined by Morty O'Keeffe, one of the chief coordinators of this very amazing weekend here in Dromtariffe, Dromach and the Duhallow area. Mort, you must be hugely pleased with how everything is going this weekend.
Oh, we're absolutely overwhelmed by the numbers of people who came and the atmosphere they brought with them, and the stories they have as well, and where they came from. They came from Australia and America and all over the whole world, really. So we're delighted.
Amazing.
We're expecting to have a good weekend.
Right, and I must say, like the amount of preparation that has gone into this is just quite phenomenal. Because I can recall several weeks ago, both yourself and David O'Keeffe called to Millstreet Museum, and I could see that there was a lot of preparation involved.
That's right, but of course, through getting encouragement from people like yourself on days like that, was just what it took to keep us going, because we had much more fun than anything else in doing this. It took a bit of time, but it was all good fun, and we've learned a huge amount.
What I would say, Mort, is that you're approaching it in such a wonderfully relaxed and yet dedicated manner. This has come through in a most amazing manner. And to receive an amazing advertising aspect on national radio this Saturday morning.
That's right, but of course we're lucky too in that we have a good group who we get on. We gel well together, and we have some great talent. And Billy O'Gorman, who set up our website and did it very well, and of course that enabled us to reach the whole world, really. Patsy O'Keeffe is brilliant at getting publicity, and through Patsy we got on radio. And got on we got many newspaper articles as well through Patsy's work.
Tremendous.
Yeah, and we have Sheila O'Keeffe as well from Boherbue, who's
dynamic,
and great dynamic, and she brings a great friendly atmosphere to our groups when we meet. And you can thank Sheila and her sisters for the appearance of the hall here.
Yes, and it's so welcoming. When we came in here last night, your entrance, and not only the entrance, but when you come right in here, it's just quite astounding.
That's right.
It's so welcoming.
You put about 200 smiles into that, and by people from all over the world, and it's electric.
And it's so lovely also that you're emphasising cultural music here. You had a harpist yesterday evening. You had the amazing group from this whole area, the Duhallow area, in the world of music and dance.
That's right, yeah. Well, they're world class. Ceoltóirí Sliabh Luachra from Rockchapel, and of course Buttons and Strings, who we saw last night. But Jack Roach has done a huge amount for the promotion of Sliabh Luachra music, and of course local folklore and musical talent of all kinds in general all over the world. And that is another reason why we were able to bring people to here, because we have so much to offer.
Yes,
in talent, in sights to see, and in goodwill for people all over the world.
Yes.
We love a gathering.
Indeed, the Irish do love a gathering, and the diaspora love a gathering.
Yeah.
They're gone, just to give us an idea, we're here within the hall itself, but as we're here within the hall, all the many international visitors are elsewhere. Where are they?
Well, they're on two separate bus tours. One around the castles of O'Keeffe's and Dromach and Dromtariffe, along with the other sites around here as well, the effects of Cromwell, for example, and a few other things like just the sites, the old castles. The other one, and of course the Blackwater Valley, which is hugely attractive. The other tour then is up through Kanturk and the Kanturk history castle, up to Newmarket, and the O'Keeffe chalice and Mount Keefe, and all the stories of the looting and the actual chalice itself, along with the O'Keeffe Institute as well. And there's some few things to see as well.
Tremendous
And
altogether.
of course, Raymond O'Sullivan is guiding that tour, and Raymond is a fountain of knowledge and entertainment of all kinds.
And not only like your good self, Mort, he speaks from the heart with a
does.
great passion.
He does.
A great passion.
Yes, but he has the knowledge to back it up.
Well, now, like everything is huge teamwork. So 2 different tours we noticed as the coaches left this morning, 1 large coach and 1 smaller coach.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. The tour to Newmarket will take a little longer. It's a longer distance, and and that allows time for lunch as well at
Yes.
IRD.
So they're going to-
IRD, by the way, have been hugely supportive
Yes.
in practical support. You know, and they've made their place open to us, and
And they have a state-of-the-art food
facility.
facility
Yeah,
there,
that's right.
and beautiful dining area. So that's going to be used today.
That's going to be used today, and they have supplied the food that we've been having here last night and
Beautiful.
today as well.
A
for
tremendous
hospitality.
altogether. And of course, later tonight then, the banquet.
Yes, in the Wallace Arms in Millstreet, and it's almost booked out. So we will hopefully have a good night
Tremendous
of music and song and dance.
With
and
Cullen Pipe Band welcoming everyone.
Opening the proceedings in the square. And the MC will be Jack Roach, who was and is the promoter of Ceoltóirí Sliabh Luachra. But Jack will also call up any volunteer from the audience, and there are a few.
I'm sure international.
To sing and tell stories, maybe tell a few lies, whatever. Because there's nothing better than an audience entertaining itself.
Of course, we have the famous Morris O'Keeffe here this evening. In fact, around 4:15, Morris will be addressing the gathering.
Yes, he will, and he has a huge store of genealogical knowledge to do with O'Keeffe's and to do with Duhallow, and indeed all of Munster. He has built up a great store of recordings of people who've passed away. He's been at it now for many years. So
in fact, he recorded me 14 years ago,
my God.
and I hadn't met him in those 14 years until last night. And he is aging so well altogether. And no, he is
no more than yourself, Sean.
Yes, he has done an amazing amount. So having Morris now, that's hugely prestigious. But of course, tomorrow then you have Lorna.
And I'd like to say as well about Sean and others like him, they do a huge amount of work recording material and knowledge like that isn't always necessarily commercial. It wouldn't make much money of doing it, but it's so valuable to society, the community, that it deserves any support we can give.
Yeah, listening last night, for example, to the voice of the late
Tadhg
Moinacán. Amazing, almost as if he was actually present here.
That's right.
Yeah, as clear as could be.
Yeah,
it was amazing altogether, really. But so overall, the weekend has been going just astoundingly well, and of course tomorrow you'll have mass here, but you'll also be remembering 9/11.
Absolutely, and we have we have many Americans have come, so to include them and to think of the event ourselves, we'll be including and we'll be remembering 9/11 at our mess.
Altogether.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Mort, take a huge bow. I'm sure when I was speaking to Patsy, she said possibly once every 4 years, like the Olympics. It's what you have done on this occasion is just astounding. But as you say, you're learning each time.
Well, sure, when we land back down on the ground again after all this is over, we'll think about it.
Yeah.
But I imagine every 4 or 5 years.
Oh, it's excellent altogether.
And of course, Sean, we have to, people like you make it as well. It's all.
Well, it's great to be part of this.
Your attendance too.
I'm thrilled to be part of it, because I even here this morning watching the people going into the bus, you could see their heart was totally in it, and they were so thrilled to be here, because you are considering that this is the O'Keeffe clan gathering, not far away. Well, in Inchigeela you have the O'Leary clan gathering.
Yeah.
So
who gave us great advice, by the way, when we began?
Yeah, the tremendous altar. But I must say, you've got worldwide coverage. Not only through the preparation, but to have it at the weekend itself on our national and, of course, even though that's national radio, it's also international radio. That's heard all over the world. And again, you'll be signing autographs, Mort.
Unlikely. But hopefully we won't make so many mistakes that the people who've gone to so much effort in coming from so far away, so many of them from Australia and from Seattle,
Amazing.
That
Amazing,
they deserve a good
and
weekend.
tonight
so we
will hopefully get to have a word with a number of people as they arrive for the banquet tonight.
Yeah.
And again, Mila buekas, Mort, you are a total gentleman. My goodness, it's great that they have you as one of its chief coordinators, because you certainly
one of a group.
Yes,
we're all equal.
You're approaching it with such a wonderful, wonderful attitude. Mila buekas, indeed, Mort. And as we see here, it is a quiet hall at the moment, but it won't be quiet for long.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, as I said.
Thank you very much indeed, Mort. You were